So this is the second attempt at two different recipes I've made with grits. I'm a southern boy. I eat grits and eggs and sausage for breakfast, or I used to until I started keto, but I still eat sausage and eggs and things like that, but the grits are off the table. And I have already tried one recipe. I'll put the link to that one in the description for some carnivore grits, and they turned out really well, but I'm looking for something that's a little simpler and a little cheaper to make with just more common ingredients. So stay around and we'll see what we come up with today. All right, let's take a quick look at these ingredients. We've got a can of baby corn. We got a half a cup of chicken broth, a cup of heavy whipping cream, quarter teaspoon of garlic powder, quarter teaspoon of onion powder, salt and pepper to taste, and a cup of cheddar cheese. And it also gets 2 tablespoons of butter, but sometimes I like a little extra butter. So first thing we need to do is to blend this up in a processor to grit-like consistency. So let's do that. All right, I've got my baby corn open. I've rinsed it off. I'm gonna put it in my little mini food processor here. You can use a blender or a food processor and whatever you got available, but I'm gonna start out with about half of it because this one don't like to be bogged down, so we'll chop it up a little bit. That's looking greedy to me. I'm gonna scoop this off the sides. Then I'm going to add the other half. And get it just a little bit finer than that. All right, that looks greedy to me, so we're gonna move on into the kitchen and get the other part cooking. All right, we're in here in the kitchen, and all we're gonna do is add our heavy cream, and then we're gonna add our broth and let that come to a simmer, and then we'll add in our corn, baby corn. All right, now that that's simmering, we're gonna turn the heat down a little bit and then add the baby corn and let it cook from 5 to 7 minutes. So we'll do that now. And at this time, we also gonna go ahead and add the seasoning. So there's the seasoning, salt and pepper, and what we're doing here, we're trying to get it to the right consistency. So it might take longer, or however you like your grits. I like mine a little thick, so I'm gonna let mine thicken up pretty good. So all right, we're gonna throw in the butter here closer to the end, and then I'll put the cheese in when it gets a little thicker. So well, it's getting about close to the thickness that I like. So I'm going to put the cheese in it here at the last minute and let it get good and creamy. We'll add the cheddar there. Stir that in and let it sit for just a little while, let it get melted. And we should have some good creamy grits. Can't wait. All right, I've got it to about the texture I like. And I know everybody likes their grits different. You might like yours thicker, thinner, whatever, but I cooked these about 20 minutes, so The 5 to 7 is going to be really runny, so just bear that in mind. All right, I'm going to put them in a bowl and try them out. So here we have the final product. We got the little cheese drizzled on top, and you can garnish it with some other things if you like, and add some jalapenos to it. Decorate it up, but that looks like grits to me. Now we're gonna find out if it tastes like it or not right here in a second. Can't wait. Here we go, ready to test. My favorite time. I got high expectations for this because, you know, in the South we're serious about our grits, so let's give it a taste and see what we have here. Got a good creamy texture to it, and believe it or not, it's got a little grittiness to it that comes from that baby corn just chopped up. So it's got a little grittiness to it. I think this will work, and it's so simple and so easy that even I can do it. And if I can do it, you can do it. Hey, till next time, eat you some grits with shrimp or breakfast or however you like your grits, and y'all have a blessed day.